special?
At our commercial special? I don't know. The third one I sort of felt like, even though it was funny, I felt like, okay, I think we spent this. I think we're running out, sort of. It is sort of nice to keep it a trilogy, you know. So probably not, but if we just start seeing a lot of commercials that really make us laugh and we feel we can do stuff with, we might. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, let's do person holding the camera there.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, could you give us a hint of what kind of like movie month special you're gonna do for January?
I actually don't know yet. I have a few thoughts, a few
I
ideas.
suggest Earnest Month.
Earnest Month? No. I've already done two. I mean, those are the ones I could sit through. The other ones are like the straight-to-video ones. Those are really painful. Just out of respect for Jim Varney, God rest his soul, I don't want to earn that. So no, I don't know yet which one. Let's see. I'm just out of morbid curiosity. Okay, yeah, I got here. What does Kermit have to say?
I want to ask you, do you have any cartoon movie you want to review? Like live action cartoon movie?
I just saw him up at Treasure Island, by the way. I am thoroughly convinced that Tim Curry is a live-action Muppet now. He is not. I mean, just like that scene from Hit, the you can see the hand, you know, the little string.
You see two heads in the back. You moved it too far.
Any live-action cartoon movies? Is that what you're like cartoons that, or movies that were cartoons that made into live action?
Yeah.
Like the Smurfs.
Let Kermit talk. It's Kermit the Frog. So, I'm sorry, say again.
Like the Muppets!
I said, say again. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Doug, I got a plug too.
Any live action cartoon movies? That I can think of. I've sort of done, you know, like the Inspector Gadget one and stuff. I mean, I sort of, the really bad ones I've sort of already done. If there's another one I come across, you know, that's nostalgic, like I'll probably do it. I don't see myself doing like the Smurfs or anything like that. Because that requires sitting through the Smurfs. So the other one would be cat ears all the way in the back.
You talked about which movies you enjoy watching and reviewing, but which one is the one that you looked at and you went, I don't want to do this?
There's two. One is the worst movie I've ever seen. That is Garbage Pail Kids. It is every definition of the word ugly. It looks ugly. The theme is ugly. The characters are ugly. Everything about it is ugly. And it's a kid's film. For kids. And then the other one, probably, not that it was horrible, because it was just so boring. That was Junior. Boy, did that backfire, because we were just like, Arnold Schwarzenegger pranked us. God, give us a ton of material. We were just like, what the Mama! Except for Animal Baby. That was great. We used to joke with him whenever the, we slept with the maid and she gave birth to the son or whatever, that's what the kid looked like. No. This is Schwarzenegger's kid, how do you know? Let's see, yes, Blue Advisor.
I have a couple. Which one is your least favorite Nostalgia Critic review? Like you weren't satisfied with how it turned out, it's a lot. Just
The Let's Play.
The Let's Play, yeah.
Let me tell you, that's something I wanted to do a while ago. I wanted to do like the first few weeks of starting Nostalgia Critic. I wanted to try that, and it's one of those where I did it once, and something backfired, like the audio didn't record. And then I tried it again, and the video footage didn't record. I tried it one more time, and something else did. So I'm like, screw it, I'm doing it another day. And just years and years went by, and I always said, okay, if I just need to do something fast, like if I have too many trips or something like that, I can do that. Because I remember being funny when I first recorded it. And yeah, I just recorded it, I watched it, I said, I don't know if this is going to work. But a lot of times I think something isn't going to work, and it turns out okay. And that one just, yeah, people just thought exactly what I thought. Just like, no, this is failing, man. This is really dying, you know. So, and some people like it, that's fine if you like it, but I just wasn't satisfied.
Okay,
with it.
second question. Do you plan on doing an old versus new for Charlotte's Web?
Oh, I have thought about that, doing old versus new with Charlotte's Web. I have thought about that, because those are both they both have their ups and their downs and stuff like that. So I might at some point. In fact, if I do another one, that might be the next one, because that's a pretty good one. That or The Fly. I wouldn't mind doing an overview of The Fly also. So one of those will probably be the next one. Let's see, blue hair.
Y'all plan on reviewing any baby spinoffs like Muppet Babies or Tom and Jerry Kids, shows like that?
Again, probably not, because I don't think I can think of that much to make. Muppet Babies I don't remember being that bad. I think like for a kid show, it was decent. Tom and Jerry Kids I remember being pretty bland. So and that's always the thing. Like bland stuff is the hardest stuff. The really horrible bad stuff is actually pretty easy, because it gives you a lot of material. The bland stuff is what's really hard. I'm glad people liked the Doug's first movie review, because man, was that hard. Let's do the cowboy hat.
I've got to know, what was it like to be spooned by Spoonie?
Let me think about it. That about sums it up.
Follow-up question. Would you be interested in linking up with Linkara?
I love that we have a trilogy out of that. I remember Lindsay was spending the night once and she said, I have this video, I don't know. And my brother and I were there and said, oh, let's watch it. She looked at it and it was the Spoonie was playing. We just laughed so hard. And we said, you gotta run this is great, this is like the funniest thing on the website. And then we did the charity drive. I just had an idea where it'd be the same thing, except it'd be a nostalgia cream. I just have that face the whole time. And then we did they did the linking up with Linkara. I'm like, I just love it. It's like a perfect trilogy. And they're all so funny. So I really love that series. Let's see. Let's do something I remember in the back, the orange shirt.
Okay, when you do your collaborations with your critics, which one is your favorite that you collaborate with?
That's hard to say now because I have a pretty, like I said, there's a big one coming up in November, and if it turns out like how I want it to turn out, that might be my favorite. But until that comes out, it's hard to say. They're all pretty funny. I guess I had to do maybe the Alone in the Dark review. Either that or the Ferngully one, simply because that was the first one. It was just cool to do a crossover set. That was like the first time we did widescreen. It was fun working off of somebody else and doing the jokes. So it's hard to say, because the Alone in the Dark one, like a lot of things kept going wrong. We had to film in the basement because there was construction next door. I lost my voice, stuff. But it's cool because we worked around it. So I'd probably toss it between those two. But if the one in late November turns out really good, that one might be my favorite. But we'll see. Could suck. Let's do black shirt. That one there.
Two quick questions. One, are you gonna plan on doing any more top 11 soon? Like, do you have any spoilers, maybe what the list would be? Because you used to always post what they were. And two, I know you said in the back of the glasses, what do you think of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
But to answer the first question, but you're forgetting again. What the hell's wrong with me? Top 11. I am going to do a top 11. When is it? I think it's late December. I am going to do a top 11 Simpson episodes.
Oh!
Nice. Okay. So I get this question on Ask That Guy, like, who's your favorite My Little Pony? Like, Twilight Sparkle, Sprinkle, or, okay, it shows how much I know about it, but, and I just know it's a really big thing right now, so I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna go all out. So I did all this research on Wikipedia, I watched a few clips on YouTube and stuff like that, and I wanted to ask that guy, and I just did this whole spiel, and just acting like I was a huge, huge fan, and just suddenly, everybody's like, he's a brony! The creepy, I don't know if it's meant to sound creepy or not, but the one that just gave me the chills is just, welcome to the herd.
That sounds creepy.
I've seen a few clips of it. just to get an idea of what it's like, just to see what people are talking about. And it's like, it's okay, you know, it's just not fully for me. I mean, I started looking at it just like, okay, well, you know, it's a kid show, it's fine. You know, I just don't get that sucked into it. Oddly enough, that people either love me or hate me for, I really like the new Looney Tunes cartoon. Like half the people are doing, half the people are like, what? And then the other third are just like, there's a new Looney Tunes cartoon? That's usually what I hear from people. And that show, it's very hit and miss, like big time hit and miss. Like when it misses, it's awkward. Like, you know, it's really weird. But when it hits, I mean, it's like, it's still these characters. It's still the Looney Tunes characters. They're just like in a Seinfeld setting. I just think that's hilarious. You know, and they took Lola, the most unfunny, you know, bland, forgettable character, and made her freaking hilarious. Even with funny movies. And that's Kristen Wiig doing the voice, and she is so funny, and the Daffy Duck character is funny, and Bugs is funny. I just love the characters on that show, and I feel they really hold true to the original characters. I don't want to see them, you know, just doing the same old, you know, duck seeds and rabbit seeds. It's like, I've seen that. They're doing something new with it, and it creates for a lot of funny situations. So I really like it. Like I say, it does miss a lot of time, but when it hits, I think it does miss. Let's see. Let's do first one with the glasses there.
Oh yeah. Of all the movies, which actor annoys you the most?
Which actor annoys me the most?
Tommy Wiseau.
No, Wiseau. I can't stop watching Wiseau.
Guys, last one is Tommy Wiseau here.
I did.
Oh my God.
I sue you.
How's your sex life?
How's my sex? No, and to answer your question, which one annoys me the most? I don't think I've done a movie with him. I really can't stand the acting of Kevin Costner. That just makes my ears bleed. Like, it's just so bland. And then I do really have a problem with Matthew Broderick too. Sadly, as well as I'm sure he's a very nice guy, and I'm sure he's awesome and stuff. I just don't like his acting. Yeah, that's a lot of bad, you know. I personally just can't do it, but you know, a lot of people like him. You know, that's fine. Just not a fan myself. Let's see someone I haven't heard from yet. Okay, you.
Hi, two quick questions. All the way back to what Kermit said. What about the Scooby-Doo movies?
The Scooby-Doo, you know, they're a little too recent. I don't know if I tackle that. Oh, I don't know if I want to tackle them either. I hear they're really bad. I've seen a few clips. I'm like, you can have them. So I think it's probably a little too recent. So I don't know if I do those. So no, probably not.
And second question, how much fun was it to do the second animated Titanic movie?
I saw the ending of that movie first, and I just thought it was a joke. I'm like, no, this can't be a real movie. It's just this giant octopus comes up, and just like, you know, congratulations, you saved the Titanic. You got all the people on there with you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, no, come on. Where's the little Comedy Central thing or the funny Come on, where's the credits? And it's like, no, it was real. And, you know, again, I just can't believe there's something worse than the rapping dog. Oh, what, the one that just focuses on the octopus? I'm sure it's bad. I can't imagine it topping that. You know, if there's no, you know, whatever, the tentacles on the Hindenburg, I don't know. Congratulations, you stitched the Hindenburg back together. You put all the people who are falling, you put out the people who are on fire. So, probably not. Let's see, yes, young woman standing up there. No, with the ponytail, long black hair. One pointing at herself right now. Yes.
Okay. For the other Avengers review that you did, you were so excited for the Avengers movie coming up. Are you going to have the bum review completely do it, or are you going to have like another?
Yeah, the bum review that. I can't wait. I can't wait for the bum to do the new Twilight movie. I am hyped for that movie. It's a two-parter. They somehow find a way to make more it. Love it. They're so horrendously bad. I adore them. going to tell you what it is. She gets pregnant, and like she gets pregnant. Yeah, and when the baby kicks, it breaks her back. I'm like, what? And I'm just like, oh, I can't wait for this. I can't wait for this. I love in the trailer when they're getting like the invitations, to the wedding and stuff like that, where the werewolf boy sees it, just like, oh, comes the shirt. Love those movies. Absolutely love them. Cannot wait. I'll be like one of the fangirls waiting in line.
Watch out for them, they're gonna attack you.
Let's take someone here. Let's do Bunny Heads.
Do you think you'd ever do an old versus new of Bad News Bears?
I never saw the original. I never saw the new one, so I should probably watch that first.
Oh, the longest yard.
So I'll do my best. I'll see if I can do that. Someone I haven't heard from too. I don't know what the holding does. Drew or something. I can't that is.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Now let's ask the questions. I actually wanted to know about, yes.
Oh, I didn't recognize you. Like Clark, when'd you get here?
Well, actually I wanted to ask about the new Looney Tunes. You pretty much answered part of my question. Are you gonna do an old versus new, but like comparing? Because pretty much we know you like the old one better, but maybe comparing it a little bit?
No, I don't see the comedic possibilities for it. I don't see many good jokes. And I do like both of them. I mean, I do like the originals better. I mean, they're the originals. But I like this new one, and I can't see doing too many jokes. I can see myself just talking about the new show and why I like it, why I think it works. Because I think a lot of people are turned off to like the new look and the setup that they're domestic now and stuff like that. But so I could talk about that as myself maybe. I don't see doing a nostalgia critic about that. So let's see. Let's do you with the glasses.
Me?
Yes.
You ever consider reviewing bad Star Trek movies?
The bad Star Trek movies? I was considering that at one point. There's so many. But no, see, here's the thing about the Star Trek movies. All of them, I really do mean all of them, even at their worst, have something good in them. And I do like them for that. I have seen all of them. I don't know, maybe it'll be Star Trek one, who knows, if I can fit them in. Maybe one day, because there's definitely some funny stuff we can get out of that. So let's go back to this side. Let's do, again, something I heard about the Thundercats. Oh!
You guys are really into watching. I was just wondering, would you be doing a Adam West Batman one just to get
The Adam West Batman? Nah, because again, that's sort of like doing like whatever Animaniacs or something. It's like, it's already meant to be funny. It's meant to be bad. So I can't be like, what were they thinking? It's like, I know what they were thinking. They're doing this on purpose. Or it's like doing Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It's like, no, it's meant to be silly. So. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Okay. No, yeah, we got a few more.
Oh, you took off something.
I gotta go. That's one of the guys from the improv show. It just happens I'm gonna go to the improv show. So, in the improv show. So, awesome. As you can see, my improv skills are very.
Jeez, we're gonna have that over there. I was gonna say Enrico after, but I didn't know it's just a improv.
Okay, let's take a few more questions here. Someone ever, yes, Tommy, oh, hi.
Don't worry, I got a couple actual questions for you.
Okay.
Okay, first of all, the thing that I like about your reviews, later on especially, that you're able to pick and analyze the movies, the details, and like an actual critic. Is there something that you actually studied, or is it something that built up along the way?
It mostly built up. Like, I did go to school for it, but I mean, everything they were teaching, I was sort of like, yeah, I know that, I know this, I know blah, blah, blah. It's sort of the same thing with acting. Like, there's, I took 1 or 2 acting classes, and it's like, 1 or 2 things did rub off. I mean, it was like a lot of stuff I already knew. A lot of it was just, I learned from watching. I learned from just talking with other people. Which is not to say don't go to film school, don't do any of that, But no, a lot of it I just learned from watching and analyzing and just talking with people and getting various opinions.
Okay. And the second question is, have you ever thought about doing old versus new of The Wicker Man?
The Wicker Man.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
how do you burn? How do you burn?
Honestly, I haven't seen either of them. And everyone's just like, oh, here we go. So maybe in the future. I gotta watch them first. Let's see. Lex Lee.
Are you considering doing a tribute similar to the Animaniacs tribute?
Nothing is planned. We always talk about maybe doing a Batman one, but I don't know if we have the time to get the people together. And so I think sort of like the top 11 animated Batman animated episode. That's probably the closest we're gonna get. Simply because it seemed like a pretty good tribute already. You know, say just what's good about the show. So probably not, but you never know.
Second question. You break out into songs a couple times with the Nostalgia Critic timeline. Are you thinking of doing an essential Nostalgia Critic album?
Nostalgia Critic album? Yes, but it has to all be. It has to all be like William Shatner. Rocket Man. Yes, I'm the real Slim Shady. You other Slim Shady. Oh, I wish Rob was here. He can do that something. Yes, other me.
All right. My favorite show of all time is Samurai Jack. Have you ever thought about doing that?
You know, I've only seen bits and pieces of the show, and from what I've seen, it's it's cool. It's okay. It's not for me. I just don't get that into it. And from what I saw, it sort of seems like it's in its own world and it's its own thing. I don't think I can make fun of it that much.
I remember there was a video, if my memory serves correct, where you raped Mati.
I missed the second half. What's that?
How the hell did that come out?
Oh, I lost my voice, and I couldn't get a Nostalgia Critic to the people, so I was like, okay, what could I do to, just give something? And I'm just like, I gotta rate my team. It just seemed like the only logical choice. And we are out of time, guys. If you did not get a question to, oh wait, 5 more minutes. Okay, we have 5 more minutes. Okay, let's see. Person there with the black shirt.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Without the glasses.
Yeah. When you're doing a review, is it more enjoyable to do a review on something that's absolutely god-awful, or is it more painful to do something that's like the more god-awful it is?
It has to be entertaining. Whether it's entertainingly good or entertainingly bad, it doesn't matter. It has to entertain us. Like, Hook is great. And I like that movie, but it throws so much goofiness at you that you can just work off of it. Or even The Room. I mean, Room was a masterpiece. I still think it's a masterpiece. I mean, it's just, here's how not to make a movie. It's wonderful. It has to be entertaining, basically. Let's see. Let's do, again, there's someone I haven't heard from yet. Blonde Wig.
How did you feel getting lost at the Yowie Clinic last night?
Oh, I was looking for the improv, and I walk in the wrong room, and everyone's just like, what was it, like karaoke or something? No. Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. Oh, shit, okay. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention. Everyone just, I just walked in the room, and everyone's just like, really? Someone told me it was karaoke, I believed him. Let's see, yes.
Video where you hosted the auditions for James Ross movie. Are you going to be helping him at all?
Am I going to be helping with the video game movie? We helped him with the casting call, and he did let me see the script. It's a cool script. I mean, there's a lot of big ass shit going on. And nothing else that I know of. I mean, that's the only thing he asked us for, and of course we're more than happy to oblige. So if he asks for anything, of course we'll be on board. I think that was the only thing he needed us for now, but if he needs more, we're always happy to help. Let's see. Yes, you were waving your...
Someone brought up Top 11, and then you were talking about tribute to Batman. Watching the Top 11 Batman animated series episodes, were there any that you were thinking about putting in, but you just figured you couldn't? Like, were there any other?
Oh, what were they?
Like, honestly, my favorite would be like, Joker's Wilder favorite because, Joker gets punched by that nobody. Like, were there any others like that?
I'm trying to think of any other Batman anime ones. What was it?
Legends of the Dark Knight.
That one I was close to doing. Except that the one, they make fun of Joel Schumacher there, which cracks me up. There's this kid, like, with a feather boa, his name is Joel, and he's just like, oh, I love Batman with all that leather. Oh, Joel, you don't know anything about Batman. I thought that was pretty clever. But clever. That, you know, the reason I didn't put that one on there is actually the creators themselves pointed out the problem and said, well, first of all, there's only 2 stories, and it's like, it's nice to have 3 in, but then it's like the third one, it's like, okay, here's the real Batman, here's the real deal, and it wasn't that impressive. It was like a nothing villain he was fighting, it was a nothing climax, so that's the reason I didn't put it in, but it is very creative, it is very good. And guys, if you did not get a question to me, come to the autograph signing session, you can get it there. I am out of time, thank you so much for showing up.